all knew this day was coming. I just thought it would be more than 2 days into the presidency. This message is specifically for Donald Trump and his team, as well as every Trump voter out there. Fuck no. Listen, Mr. President, we understand that to put America first, you got to make some big deals with some big dollar signs. And we understand that AI is like the arms race of our time. We understand. But I don't think you realize who you're giving the keys to the castle to. I'm sure Larry seems like a great guy in person when he's talking big money to you. But this is how you lose your entire base. This is how you lose every single person in the media that just supported you. I guarantee you this is how you lose Tucker. You'll lose Alex. You'll lose Joe. You'll lose Candace. You'll lose just about everybody except for Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro. The number one reason why you just got elected is because of the way that COVID was handled and because of the vaccines, which we are giving you the benefit of the doubt and giving you a pass despite your love of Operation Warp Speed. The American public is awake to the vaccine bullshit. mRNA technology is not vaccines. That's why they changed the definition of vaccines. And a huge number of your voters were either directly injured by the vaccines, had loved ones killed by the vaccines, or have some very serious questions about the vaccines. Those vaccines were made in partnership with another tech billionaire that has no understanding of genetics, no understanding of medical health, no understanding of anything except for making a profit. And we are working on getting him accountable, and you're already naming another tech CEO for the new health bullshit. See, Larry Ellison is straight up CIA. He founded the original Oracle as a CIA project back in the 70s, which he later shut down before opening Oracle, the corporation, which is totally not a CIA front company, despite the fact that they've been funded by the CIA their entire time. Larry Ellison has always been a huge proponent of a government surveillance state. He was exceptionally vocal right after 9/11. He has for decades wanted a national security database combined with biometrics, thumbprints, handprints, iris scans, or whatever is best to detect people with false identities, i.e. to surveil the American people at all times. And Oracle's already doing that. Oracle is the databasing software that backends basically every website that you use. You don't even know it, but Oracle interfaces with everything, and they have all of your data, your bank account, your checking balance, your savings balance, all Oracle databases, airline reservations, what books you buy, everything you do on the internet is basically already in Oracle's database. And what this plan is applying insane amounts of money to build enormous server farms to make the biggest AI the world has ever seen so that they can unleash that AI into our human data set, into this new fake world they're building. And what better person could you collaborate with than Sam Altman, whose company OpenAI just openly murdered a whistleblower named Suchir Balaji in front of the whole world, and we all know it, and it's super obvious. The crime scene is filled with evidence that this was not a suicide. His apartment was ransacked. He had a meal out on his table. He went into the bathroom and then proceeded to struggle against himself and leave blood everywhere, clearly showing that he was the only one there and that it was just a normal suicide, despite him having a thumb drive, which is now missing, filled with evidence that OpenAI's entire business model is probably illegal and violating billions of dollars worth of copyright laws by stealing the entire internet's worth of content. Yeah, we still don't have answers on that too. And Homeboy is now in charge of the biggest AI ever built. And that's why the internet is ablaze right now with professionals in the health fields saying that this is retarded, like never gonna work, horrible people, bad idea. mRNA technology is causing the cancer. It's not gonna solve it. You lose all of the doctors that spoke up against COVID that are literal heroes and icons now, like Dr. Robert Malone. You're going to lose the support of all the pundits and all the people in the media that were hoping for answers, hoping for retribution. Let's get one thing straight here, Mr. President and your team. We voted for you for a reconciliation, for the Nuremberg trials 2.0, for holding Fauci to account, for undoing some of the medical tyranny that was done to us, the American people, over the last 4 years. This is not good. And everyone who's been paying attention knew that this was coming. The main threat during a Trump administration has always been the technocratic billionaire class getting into Trump's corner and then lobbying him and getting him to do the whole pre-crime, the whole digital surveillance, medical kind of like genetic engineering, science, technology, like this one world government technocratic rule. That has always been the next boss, and we know this. Some of the most valid and loud criticism that I've gotten over the last several months has been from like the Whitney Webb, Derek Bros corner. And they're totally correct that Trump has some seriously sketchy ties to tech oligarchs and to transhumanists like Sam Altman, Larry Ellison, like Peter Thiel. And while yes, I am very glad that Trump won, and I am so much happier to be doing my job and trying to hold the government to account in a Trump environment than in a Kamalanism environment, but I just didn't think we'd have to start on day 2. Like, I figured that we would at least have RFK Jr. confirmed before we had to start fighting the war for the future of humanity. I mean, seriously, remember COVID. Remember 4 years of being coerced and demonized and slandered and straight up like discriminated against or even injected against your will with experimental gene therapies that can cause life-changing side effects. We're never going back. And if you're a Trump voter, it is your duty right now to stand up against this policy and to make your voice heard that we want nothing to do with this. We are okay with innovating in AI and innovating in technology and putting a bunch of money towards America First innovation, but these are not the people to put at the helm of that ship. Thank you very much.